This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 24th of February. I'm James Spann. Got a huge thermal contrast across Alabama today. Some places are in the 40s, some places are in the 80s, but we're thankful we have no severe weather with a situation like that. Maybe some strong storms toward the end of next week with a dynamic system, but a lot of model uncertainty out there. So let's check things out. This is where we stand today. Upper high going nowhere over the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf Coast. And we got a big system coming into California. Weather's awfully messy out there today. Here's the visible satellite view, and it's mostly cloudy across the state. We've got a few thin spots in the overcast, but a lot of clouds around today. And the bulk of the rain, as expected, over the northern half of the state, especially over the Tennessee Valley. Quite a bit of rain across the valley, the Shoals, Huntsville, Athens, Scottsboro, Lake Gunnersville. South Alabama is mostly dry. So look at Haleyville, 48 degrees at 2:30. Cullman sitting at 50. But if you go down to the south, we have 82 at Dothan and 83 at Mobile. Wow. And the upper high it's anchored over that Gulf Coast region, keeping the dry, warm air in place. We have a dense fog advisory for parts of the Gulf Coast region. That would include Mobile, Baldwin, and Escambia counties where they're socked in, and also the Florida Panhandle. And out west, wild weather continues in California with mountain snow, inland rain. So a tornado warning out of Los Angeles today. The east is fairly quiet. We expect no severe storms here, obviously, through tonight in that cold air over North Alabama, but there is a marginal risk over Southern California, where it does rain there. That would include Los Angeles and San Diego. This is tomorrow. No severe weather expected, but then on Sunday, things get active. Not across the southern plains. With a pretty dynamic system, we have an enhanced risk of severe storms from near Childress, Texas, to Oklahoma City and Stillwater. A slight risk up into Kansas, and a marginal risk almost up to Omaha. And again, you typically see that, and you think, well, in a day or two, it's going to be a rough ride for the Deep South, but we think really not in this case. This is Monday, and there is a risk defined over East Tennessee and East Kentucky. But the ridge holds like a brick wall, kind of shunting the main dynamics to the north, and there could be a sufficient mixture of instability and dynamic support in that area for severe weather, but probably not in Alabama. Here's the rain for the next 7 days, and again, South Alabama, just basically nothing because of the ridge, sinking air, bone-crushing subsidence. But the Tennessee Valley could wind up with over 2 inches of rain between now and Friday morning of next week. About 1 inch for Birmingham, 0.3 of an inch for Montgomery. So model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, Valentin Mar 4. That big upper low is coming into Southern California. Ridge holding tight over the Gulf of Mexico. And for Alabama, probably a lot of clouds around, maybe a few widely scattered showers. I don't think we'll see as much rain today if you're in North Alabama. Temperatures will range from the upper 60s over the Tennessee Valley to near 80 over South Alabama. This is Sunday. Highs in the 70s for most of the state. Again, maybe some low 80s near the Gulf Coast. And just a few widely scattered showers. A decent chunk of the weekend should be dry, but just understand there might be a shower at times. And we note on Sunday that deep surface low east of Denver. And then Monday, that surface low races to Milwaukee. And a very deep surface low. That's going to be a very windy, blustery day for the Great Lakes Monday. And icing problems could evolve over northern parts of Michigan and Wisconsin. And again, there's going to be a trailing batch of showers and thunderstorms. But down here with the ridge, I just don't think we have any severe weather problems. And again, if we have any severe storms, the better chance north of Alabama, East Kentucky, East Tennessee on Monday. Tuesday, that feature is on by. We're dry and mild. This is Wednesday. Moisture begins to come back. We'll bring in the chance of scattered showers. And then Thursday, a surface low is near Little Rock. And showers will be more extensive, we think, on Thursday for the northern two-thirds of the state. And then on Friday, we've just seen all kind of different looks out here. This is a week from today, March 3rd. The GFS depicting a very vigorous trough digging through here. And Friday afternoon, it's got a surface low that's near Bristol, Tennessee. And astute observers here would notice that on the backside of that, the GFS depicting snow down to Memphis and Paducah and maybe the Tennessee Valley. And again, if this solution happens to be correct, the surface low will most likely come right through here, and that's not a severe weather look. That's just a rain look. If the surface low is farther north, might be a severe weather day. If it's to the south, just a lot of rain. But again, I caution you, the European doesn't look like this, and other runs of the GFS have not looked like this. The confidence is not high. We'll have a much better idea of what's going to happen at the end of next week in a few days. Let's go out 10 days. This is Monday, March the 6th. Got a trough ridge trough here. A trough over the west coast, ridging over the central U.S., troughing over the northeast, and we're in a northwest flow aloft and a dry air mass. Here's rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. The mean a little over 4 inches between now and the 11th of March. And again, my reminder, March is often the wettest month of the year here. It's pretty wild. Temperatures for Birmingham off the national blend of models. Highs in the 60s and 70s, lows in the 40s and 50s. Again, we see no sign of any late season freeze through the 7th of March here. But again, it's coming. We always have cold snaps in March and April. My advice, and you know what I'm going to say here, if you want to plant something that would be harmed by a freeze, wait until April 15th, tax day. That's the advice every year. Hot off the presses, the new 8 to 14-day outlook in the House. This is for the 4th through the 10th of March. And it's the same idea. Temperatures pretty cold out west, a little above average here, although the probabilities are not quite as high as they have been over the past several days. Let's roll that Pepsi Kid Cam, and wow, what a crowd. I love a Friday crowd in a gym, and they're pumped up. West Point Intermediate School up in Cullman County. We had the 4th grade and the 5th grade, and they were just absolutely outstanding today. Had a really, really good time. And ooh, I love that Colonel Coleman popcorn. Look at the Respect the Polygon popcorn and the Sunshine popcorn. Man, that's awesome. That makes me happy. And that guy looks good. I like the attire. But again, to all of the students and the faculty, the teachers, everybody at West Point Intermediate School, that was a ton of fun earlier today. All right, so that'll wrap it up here for today. We'll have notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. And if you're new here, I do these twice a day during the week. Weekends is needed, typically at 5:15 a.m., which is a little early, I know, but to do what I do, you got to do it early, and then in the afternoon about 2:30, 2:45. And no book signing tomorrow. We'll be back in action with a jam-packed schedule next week. Let's preview Monday. I do believe I will be in Columbiana. I'll see the kindergarten students at First Baptist Church, and we'll go from there. So don't forget to join us on ABC 3340 News this evening in Studio A, right across the hall at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous weekend, and God bless.